hang out with you more.
This is the best of interviews on the Jack Diamond Morning Show.
Well, it's nice to connect the face to the voice.
Mix 107.3.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson on the Jack Diamond Morning Show. Hi, Dwayne.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on.
It's good to have you back. How was your summer? What are you going to do for Thanksgiving? What's going on?
Summer was great. Working a little bit. Thanksgiving, I'm getting ready to go back home to South Florida, sunny South Florida, this Monday, and I'll spend time with all the family, we're going to have a great Thanksgiving this year. It's a very special one.
Good. You got a great movie, Animated Planet 51. It looks like fun.
It is. It is. It's a lot of fun. It was written by the guy who wrote the first two Shrek movies.
Right.
He wrote this one, and you could see somewhat of the similarities there. Family's going to enjoy it.
I've got a picture of you doing the voice work, obviously with the movie. Is it difficult, the whole timing and the intonation of your voice and the delivery, to sort of match it up and have it make sense and become the character?
That's a good question. That was the one thing that jumped out at me right away, just in terms of the entire process. You guys would be great doing animated movies because, you have such wonderful energy with your voices. So that was something that I learned very quickly within the first 5 minutes. And they're like, okay, if this is going to be any type of success, we're going to have to bring up the energy and the pitch, intonation, find different keys, if you will, and with utilizing in your voice. So realized that very quickly. So that was a really cool part of the process.
From pro wrestling to movies, this is a very different kind of acting, and it requires you don't have your facial expressions. You have the characters, so your voice really has to match not only the action but what the character looks like on screen.
Exactly. You take a picture of the character and you try and think, okay, well, how can I bring this character to life? And it, again, just requires a lot of energy. But I will tell you this, as much fun as doing an animated movie is, there's nothing like getting on the set and shooting a live-action movie or live-action scene.
Sure, then you have FaceTime too, Dwayne. Come on, baby.
Come on.
Now, I remember vividly the first time that you hosted SNL, and then, of course, they keep bringing you back and doing The Rock Obama. First of all, so great, so awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you get feedback? Have you had the pleasure of meeting anybody who...
The president, she's saying.
Yeah,
come on.
All right.
That's right. I'm really good friends with our president, and his family has always been just wonderfully gracious.
You know, I talked to you on the red carpet at the Washington Correspondence Center, and I started off this way, and you were walking by, and I said, I remember your father when he was Sweet Ebony Diamond in North Carolina, where I grew up.
Pro wrestler.
And you looked at me, and you said, that's your hook? And you stopped, so I was very happy.
Dwayne, there's no way Vince is dragging you back to the squared circle, is there?
Well, I've got a great relationship with Vince and the company, and right now what we're trying to do is put together, well, to answer your question directly, it doesn't seem like I'm dancing around.
That's all right. We're in Washington. We're used to that, Dwayne.
Well, in terms of, the direct answer is, in terms of wrestling, no, I've retired. I've put my trunks up, but there's always something cool and interesting to do for me to go back and I think I'd like to do something more than just host the show, because even though that would be fun and entertaining, so right now I'm in the process of creating something really cool for the fans and something special, a very special, unique show.
Ah, okay. All
right. To go back, and it'd be like one big entertaining show for them.
It says something about you that the highlight of SmackDown this whole year was your promo, which was hilarious.
Yeah, cutting a promo.
Thank you.
But I think it goes back to you, like in Get Smart. Not only are you athletic and talented, but you do light comedy so well that it's just amazing to watch.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I love comedy. I was always drawn to comedy. There's always something cool when you can make people laugh and feel good. You guys know that, having your show. So, and as far as for that world, I grew up wrestling.
Your whole family, right?
So my dad, my grandfather. So I love that world and being able to entertain, especially if I could go back, whether it's on SmackDown and do a promo, or if I could go in and host, or we could create this cool show, whatever that may be. So, especially now, I'm at a point where I could go and give back to the fans and help out the guys in any way I can. So it's always a cool thing.
Dwayne, thanks. Captain Charles T. Baker in the animated feature Planet 51 opening this Friday. It's Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Thanks, Dwayne.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me on. Always a blast.
The best of the Jack Diamond Morning Show. Mix 107.3.